Good morning, it's the 28th of December 2017 and I'm heading off to the Hilton to be picked up for a tour of Sydney. Should be a really good day today, so I hope you'll stick around. There's the Hilton, but I'm not sure what side of the building I'm meant to be on. Might be the other side. I'm pretty sure that's the tour bus. Well, what do you know? It's not my coach. I have to wait for the next one. This one's going up to the Blue Mountains. That one should be mine. Let's go and find out if it is.
Now you were here on the 26th, 2 days ago, Boxing Day. This would have been mayhem here. In fact, they actually blocked off this road. We couldn't even come in here because the department store, Mai and David Jones are having their usual, the annual Boxing Day sales. Well, this is one of the entrances to the Queen Victoria building. It doesn't have any door at all. So the building is actually open 24/7, anytime, any day, any day or night. The shop will be closed of course at night, but you can actually visit the building anytime you like. It's actually worth going in there at night as well because of the interior. It's really spectacular. Crossing Martin Place now to the left. If you look to your left, you should see 2 blocks down to the left. You can see the Sydney's tallest Christmas tree. It should still be there. Yes, it's there. It's about 15 meters high. It's a museum focused on the story of Sydney, so it tells you anything and everything about Sydney, all the way from the early day. And then we'll be basically the tour this morning would be along the northern shorelines of the Sydney Harbour, northern foreshore of the Sydney Harbour. And we make our way to North Head. Well, we're going to stop at Kirribilli Point right at the foot, the other side of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Right at the pylon there. And then we our first stop, and you get an amazing view of the whole Sydney Harbour, the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and the Sydney Opera House. Good photo stop there.
It's a great view here. I wonder what Channel 9 are doing here. They've got their lighting rig set up with all the cameras, and they'll probably be on the news tonight, but I'll probably be doing something and won't be able to see it. I rarely watch the news anyway. Oh, cool, a boat.
So a lot of issue, a lot of controversies. Jan Wilson actually ended up leaving Australia in 1969 because of the argument with the government. They want to change his design, they didn't want to give him more money. So he left and vowed never to be returned. So Jan Wilson never came back and never actually see his masterpiece in real life. Now Military Road continues straight ahead, but we're going to veer to the left. We're going to head down Spit Road. Now we're going to head down Spit Road. Now Spit Road would take us up to the Spit, an area called the Spit. Now a Spit is actually a geological formation. Basically, it's a peninsula formed by moving sand that get dragged along the shoreline. So they come to a mouth of a river or a harbour, and then the spit would form in the middle there. Sometimes they would actually close up the harbour, but in this case, the spit here, they only can close up the entrance of the middle harbour a little bit. and then we have a bridge to cross over. So that's Middle Harbour. So the main harbour is actually on our right hand side, so Middle Harbour will flow connect to the main harbour. So what we do is actually we go across the speed bridge, and we go to Manly, North End Manly, and then after that we do a big loop further north, and we go to the left. From this point we go to the left, and we'll be crossing the Lanco River, which actually connect to Middle Harbour here on our left, and we'll come back that way. So we end up doing a big loop. A couple of hundred years ago this would have been water, so eventually it forms, the sand get pushed along the entrance and form solid land here. So you can see water on both sides, like a peninsula. And we're going to about to cross the Spit Bridge. As you can see, getting a bit of a bottleneck here because we've got 3 lanes of traffic all have to squeeze into one. And that's a very unique house. It's quite distinctive design there. Now this is a very special house. Yes, it is my dream house. I've been dreaming about that house for a long time. But it is a special house because it was actually designed by the same architect that designed the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I mean, not Sydney Harbour Bridge, the Sydney Opera House. So you can see there's a bit of resemblance there. That's designed by Jan Ussen, the young Danish architect that designed the Sydney Opera House. So he actually lived in this area for nearly 10 years while he was managing the construction of the Sydney Opera House. And he designed it for his friend that owned that building. On the wrong side of the road. Well, legally I can't do that just for this a little bit. So now we're back on our bit outside, correct side of the road.
We are at North Head and we've got to go for a little walk. There's a lookout on this path with some really good views. There's actually 3 of them along the path, but it takes 20 minutes to do the whole track. So we might just have a look at the first one, then walk back. We'll see how time goes. We've got half an hour to be back on the bus. I don't know if you can see that. This camera has really good zoom, but my hand is nowhere near steady enough, unfortunately. That's why I'm not a surgeon. Anyway. Ahoy! You're famous now, you're on my YouTube video.
Now, if you're not doing the lunch cruise at King Street Wharf, or you're not doing anything else there, you can actually stay here a bit longer, stay at Manly, and what you do is after that you just catch the ferry, that's the Manly ferry, from the wharf, which we're going to go past in a minute. Now you catch a Manly ferry back to Circle Quay. It is quite a nice way to go back to Circle Quay on the Manly ferry. Now catch the slow ferry, not the big one, not the fast one, because the fast one is too quick. Now the slow ferry will take about 35 minutes. So you basically get your 35 minutes of the harbour cruise for about $6.50. holding up the shark net. So there's a little net just surrounding the beach. Now that's to protect the swimmer from the shark. We do have shark coming into the harbour, especially in the last 20 odd years or so, because we don't have any industrial area, industrial activity on the harbour, so the harbour water is very, very clean. So the shark would come in on a regular basis.
We are at Manly Beach. We've got about half an hour-ish here, maybe 35 minutes tops. So I'm going to try to find an ice cream actually. I've been told there's a lot of ice cream parlours around here. So that'll keep me going until lunch. Check out those prices. I've never paid $19 for fish and chips before. Guess how much this ice cream cost me? It cost me $7.40. Most expensive ice cream I've ever had in my life. Everything in this place is an absolute rip-off. I mean, it's a lovely place, but it's there's no way you should be paying $7 plus for an ice cream. Back on the bus.
The biggest Australian slang for soldiers. So it's actually a term soldiers service cops. They still stick with the name Harbour Diggers. That's the registered trade name actually, because they were well known for their seafood buffet out of the Sydney. So freshwater diggers. Sydney is covered a large area, but population-wise we only have a small population. At the moment there's only 5 million people in Sydney. Now this area on our left is quite an interesting area. There used to be an industrial area, there used to be a factory here, behind here. But nowadays in Australia we don't have any manufacturing industry anymore, not on a large scale. We pretty much lost all of it. We used to produce our own textiles and clothing, cars we assemble here, a lot of radio and cassette player and all those fridges and vacuum cleaner, washing machine were all assembled, all made in Sydney. We do have quite a few all over Sydney. But that's no longer the case. We don't have any manufacturing industry in Australia anymore. We only left with the high-end industry, like assembling large machinery for mining or for farm machinery, which is quite big and bulky. Or the high-end technology side of things, like medical technology. So pretty much we lost our. There's no more industrial area, no more factory area. So this area become more like as you can see, more like a car yard or car repair facilities, warehouses, supplying.
Got my ticket. We're just waiting for someone to take us there. Where are we going? Alright. Let's go catch a boat. That's the boat. Should be a really good lunch.
Before we do so, my name is Dave, I'll be your skipper. We have James is your engineer. Tommy the first mate, and you met our deckhands as you entered the vessel. Looking after you on the different levels this afternoon, folks. We have, for those of you on the bottom level, show deck, Edward is your cruise director and his crew looking after you on show. On the club deck, the middle level, Karen is your cruise director and her crew looking after you on club. And on the sky level, we have Vanda and her crew looking after you this afternoon.
Looks like we can get our lunch now. Here's my lunch. Some roast potatoes, rice, sweet chicken, barramundi, cheese and crackers, and a bun. And I think it's a Pepsi. And there's Captain James Cook.
Watching the shadow of the bridge on the front, charges will be answered.
Central Station, Market City, right? Yeah. Yeah, Central Station.
I've got a prepaid voucher, but apparently I have to exchange it for a ticket. So hopefully I don't have to queue up too long. I wish they told me that before I got on the other line. Finally here. After queuing up for half an hour.
One of them is the smallest zone, so make sure you see everything. After Darwin's lab, we
Can't spend too long here because I've got another place to
so
sit.
all of the animals in the next section have survived
Fishing.
5 major extinctions. Just a reminder, everybody, that photography is encouraged, but please turn your flash off. There is no flash photography permitted anywhere in the aquarium, so please ensure that is off. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Absolutely no worries, because you can simply pull out of your dried up river and you can go find yourself anything you want.
because I don't want to wait, which means that's better for me because I don't have to wait as long. Oh, we're locked in. Oh, no. We're going to see some penguins. Middle? Okay, perhaps in the middle. I'm going to try to broadcast live on Facebook.
Let the expedition commence. We're off to the shores of beautiful Aquarium. This island is a 4 million penguins. I'm pretty sure we'll find a lot of the ground here. Start looking, they might be out swimming. Have a fun journey, guys. Oh, and watch out for the buffalo.
It's nice and cool, it's about 60
Keep your eyes
degrees.
peeled, guys. We've had reports of the common pink and deaf
Penguins! Alright, just going to turn the corner and we're going to see some penguins. Pretty big. You're going to see them in just 1 second. Hey guys! Oh yeah, that went up into yellow. So that's alright. Well, that might be it actually.
Looks like we've got some wet weather up ahead. Not to worry, we're nearly at the beach.
Hey, I've got Tara watching. Hello Tara. Oh, the ride's over. I don't know if you saw the penguins, Tara. Okay, I've got to go guys. See ya.
Very small, isn't it? Just how penguins play. Did you buy that?
Look at you, I'm not restaurant.
Say cheese for mommy. Say cheese for mommy.
Muscles, we've got too much iron in our blood. So they're used to eating squid or fish that have little or no iron.
And on to the final destination for today. Sydney's Wildlife Zoo. Should be really good.
Some of the world's most iconic, unique, engaging, dangerous
Let's sit over here. Hello. We're in a butterfly house. They had one of these in Houston, I think it was. It's very humid in here. Feels like it's about 40 degrees. It's feeding time. He's trying to escape.
What's that?
Help, I'm being kidnapped.
What did she have? What did she have in there? It was a wombat.
Must be time for a vet checkup or something.
No, they're ugly. They started with the real.
Wow. It's like an emu.
What's up? Kangaroos are normally a lot more curious than this. These ones are just ignoring us. They must be well fed. Now for the good stuff. Some man-eating crocodiles. Well, there's one crocodile. And he's moving. Cool. Just when I started filming. That's pretty awesome. You two are very noisy, you know that? Do you want to hop on my hand? Or not? Okay, you don't want to hop on my hand. I was literally at the counter about to place my order, and 2 seconds, literally, lady comes up and tells the gentleman serving kitchen's closed. So I missed out on getting hot food by 2 seconds. Ridiculous. So I just have to spend my money elsewhere. Okay, someone's making a lot of noise. Well, I really hope you enjoyed my time in Sydney. I've enjoyed sharing it with you. I'm heading back to the hotel now. And tomorrow I head back home. It's been a good few days. Anyway, from Sydney, it's goodbye, God bless, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye.